Sir, excuse me, sir. You're on mute, sir.
This what file is visible?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Uh-huh. So today actually we want to have another uh, discussion on this 8253 timer, right? So in fact I will take an example, right? In that example, in fact I will try to program three different counters, right? Counter 0, counter 1, counter 2 in three different modes, right? Having same count value, same clock input, and then we will try to observe what will be the output in different mode, right? So mode 0, mode 1, mode 2, then mode 3, right? Programming we will do. So in at a stretch we can means all three counters we can program, right? In mode 0, mode 1, mode 2. So let us start with that. So first of all I will write the control word of 8253 timer. So suppose this one is the timer 8253, and here we have clock 0 input, right? Here we have gate 0, and this is our out 0, and this one is the counter 0, right? Here we will transfer a 16-bit count, then another second counter, clock 1, gate 1, and out 1. Out 1. Here also we will transfer same count value, YY. Then third is again same count value, XX. YY will be the count value. And this will be clock 2. This is gate 2. And this is out 0. Out 2. Now this clock 1, clock 0, all we have given to say this one, right? This is of say 1 kilohertz. 1 kilohertz. So this will be time period will be 1 millisecond, right? Gate, all gate signal terminals, actually we are tidying it to plus VCC, plus 5 volt, right? So this is counter 0, this is counter 0, C0, C0, this is C1, and this is counter 2, right? So let us configure counter 0 in mode 0, counter 0 in mode 0, 0 in mode 0. So for that you need to first of all determine the control word. So these two bits are SC1, SC0 for selecting the counter, then RL1, RL0 for reading, writing, right? Reading and loading the counters, right? Then we have this selection mode selection, M2, M1, M0, and here what type of count we want to do, BCD, right? BCD or hex count. So let us, so counter 0 we have to select. So for counter 0 it will be, both will be 0, 0. Am I correct? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Counter 0, so both will be read, write, load. Let us put the count value 0, 0, 0, 5. Right? 0, 0, 0, 5. So we have to read LSB first, write MSB next, right? So for that it will be, what will be our RL0, RL1? 0, 0, it is counter latch. 0, 1 LSB only, 1, 0 MSB only, and 1, 1, no? So let us put this one, 1, 1. 1, 1. Now for mode 0, these 3 bits will be 0. And count value we are putting 0, 0, 0, 5. So whether we put BCD or hex, count will be, this is upper byte, this is lower byte, so count will be 5 only, no problem. So let us make it 1 or make it 11. 11. So BCD count we have put 1. So what will be the control word? It will be 3, 1, no? Hello? हाँ ठीक है बाद में okay. So this will be the control word for setting counter 0 in mode 0, right? Now we have to set. Hello? Yes.
So we could have used RN and RL1 and RL0 as 0, 1 also.
Yes. If you put 0, 1, then you have to load the LSB only. MSB you don't need to load, right?
Yes.
MSB you don't need to load. So count will be only of 11, right? So that you can do. Okay. So
yes.
I'm just putting 16-bit, right? 0, 0 also we are taking, even though we have to count only up to 11, but we have put 0, 0 over here, right? So that's why our control word is this. Otherwise you should go for LSB only, then you can have 0, 1, then this will be 1, 1. Then corresponding control word will be 1, 1H, right? Now we want to set counter 1 in mode 1. So our control word is going to be this. For counter 1, SC0, SC1 will be 0, 1. Again, if you put 1, 1 over here, we want to load both byte. Then for mode 1, it will be this. No? This will be 0, 0, 1. No? And again, this is 1. हाँ विशाल हाँ ये अरे हम क्लास में है नहीं बोल सकते हैं सॉरी हाँ नहीं हम बोल रहे हैं हाँ 7-3H. Now counter, counter 2 in mode 2. So counter 2 means it will be 1, 0, right? Then again 1, 1. Then mode 2 is what? 0, 1, 0. Hello?
Yes.
So this will be B5. Right. So how to set? Suppose control register address is say 13H. Right. So what we have to do? I have to do first MVI A 31H. 31H. Now if I write out 13H, right? counter 0 will be set in mode 0. Next, MVIA 73H, out 13H. Counter 2, counter 1 will be in mode 1. Then MVIA B5H, out 13H, right? So 3 counters in 3 different modes. Right? Working, configured, right? And moment we load the count value, since gate is tied to VCC, counting will start with the right pulse. No? So now let us move the count value. MVIA, right? How much? 11H. Out, where? I have to load over here and counter 0. So where we have to out? This 1, tell me. Hello? Am I audible?
Yep, 10H.
Connection is getting lost. Hello?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Connection is sometimes it is cutting from this side, right? But it is coming back very quickly. So it is not going, say, it's not disconnected completely, but it comes back. Anyway, so what will be the address over here? Where we have to out so that it goes to counter 0?
10H.
10H, right? Same count value we can out at 11H, out at what? 12H. So 11 will be loaded over here, 11 will be loaded over here, 11 will be loaded over here, right? But you have to read, write LSB first, MSB next, right? So MSB also you have to transfer. Since we have selected, no, this is 11 over here. So next you have to MVIA 00H, out what? One 10H. Right. Similarly, you have to move MVIA 11H, out what? 11H. Now for counter 1,
Yes, sir.
for transferring count value over here, this you have to do MVIA 00H, out 11H. So 00, 11 will be loaded over here, right? Then MVIA 11H, out 12H. MVIA 00H, out 12H. Now this VCC or this gate signal is say connected to PC0 of 8255, right? So we can configure, we can set PC0 in BSR mode of 8255. So how to do this? This is BSR. This has to be 1, and for PC0, these three will be 0. No. So this is 1, and this side it is 0. So if you write MBIA 01H out control register of 8255, PC0 will be set to 1 or plus 5 volt. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. BSR mode of 8255. Now you can see all counters, all three counter will start working. Moment we set this one to plus 5 volt, PC0 will be plus 5 volt. All gate pins will be tied to VCC or plus 5 volt. So all counter will start working. Right. So this clock is of 1 kilohertz. No, let us make this count value 0.5 only. 0.5, 0, no, 0, 0, 0.5. 11 will be lengthy, no? 0.5. So this will be 0.5, no? 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. So this is T1, this is T2, this is T3, T3, this is T4, this is T5, right? So suppose during this T0, count is loaded. Count is loaded, it is 0005. So in what will be the counter 1 output? Since gate is already tied to VCC, initially counter 0 output will be 0. Out 0 will be this, and it will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it will become plus 5. Right? 5, 4, 3.
Sir, will the count start from T2 or T1? Will the count start from T2 or T1? Because we are loading LSB first, then MSB.
No. See, initially say 05 will be loaded, and then 00 will be loaded. So 2 times write bar will come, no?
So sir, will it not take 2 clock cycles?
T minus 1, right? See, just before T1 we have loaded the count value, and gate is plus 5 volt. Then counting will start. Right? So after 5 clock pulses, right, output of counter 1, counter 0 will become 5 volt. So this is called, this will be used for interrupting person. Right? Interrupt on terminal count. Right? So after 5. So it will be 5 after 5 clock pulses. So here count value will be 00, 00. And here count value will be what? 0005. Right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And at that point, output will become plus 5. right? Now, out 2, it is monostable, no? Monosort generator. So initially its output will be high. Since gate is tied to VCC, output will be high in this, and then it will become 0, and it will remain 0 for this much duration, right? So a pulse of a negative pulse of how much duration? 5 microsecond duration will be generated. This is programmable one shot, no? Mode 1, out 1. Now, what is mode 2? Hello? What is mode 2? What is
Rate
mode 2?
generator.
Rate generator, no? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rate generator.
Rate generator. So what will happen? Am I correct? This is going to generate this type of voltage in mode 1. Initially, it will be a high plus 5 volt. Then for this much duration, a negative pulse will be generated. Am I correct? Please verify this. Right. Next.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Out 2. Same clock pulse is applied. So what will happen? In this case, initially, say output is plus 5 volt, right? Plus 5 volt. Already output is plus 5. So it will wait for 5 microsecond, and here it will be in 6T state. A pulse will be generated, and then again it will go for what? So here count will be reloaded. Count will be reloaded during this portion. Again here count will be reloaded 0005, and then again it will start decrementing. Then after 5 clock pulses, again a negative pulse for 1 clock pulse it will be generated. So this way, at regular interval, at every 5 1 kilohertz, no, so it is millisecond, sorry. So at every 5 millisecond, this is 5 millisecond. This one is of 1 millisecond. Okay. Now suppose if you configure any counter in square wave generator mode 3, right? So what will happen? How much is the count value? 0005. So if you divide this one by 2, right? Count is odd, no? Count is odd. So initially output of counter/timer will be 0, and then it will count 1, 2, 3 for 3 clock pulses up to 3. For 3 clock pulses it will be high. Why? Because count plus 1 by 2. So 5 plus 1 by 2, 6 by 2, so it is 3. it will be high. Then a 3 is here. 3 is ending over here. 3 is ending over here. Then for next 2 clock pulse, output will be this. Right. Again, for next 3 clock pulses, it will be 1. And for next 2 clock pulses, it will be 0. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Please respond. Now mode 0, mode 1, mode 2 and mode 3. Now it is clear how we can configure these counters in different modes.
Yes, sir.
And you can use this counter, right, in different modes simultaneously. It's not like if you are using one counter in mode 0, others also has to be in mode 0. Separately you can do. Now let us say we have put a count value of say 0, 0. This clock is of say 1 second. Say this is 1 hertz clock now, and this is of 1 second, right? Now we have loaded a count of say, we have to load a count of say 3600. So how much it is? 60 into 60, no? Is 3600, and it is 60 second, 60 minutes, so it is 1 hour. Second equal to 1 hour. So let us load a count of 3600 in this counter 0. So how to load? SC0, SC1 will be 00, no? RL1, RL0. So it will be 1, 1, right? Then M2, M1, M0, it is 0, 0, 0, mode 0, and count we are putting in BCD. So this will be 1, right? This is counter 0, counter 0 in mode 0, clock is of, clock 0 is of 1 hertz, right? Gate is suppose tied to plus 5 volt, and this is out 0, right? So MVIA 31H out, control register of 8253H, right? And suppose if you do say MVIA 01H out, control register of 8255. So PC 0. PC 0 will be made plus 5 volt, right? Now we have to load the count value. So MVIA 00H 00H out, counter 0 address, right? MVIA 36H out counter 0 address. Right. Now, suppose processor is doing something. Processor is doing something. So what will happen? Automatically after 1 hour, this out will be plus 5 volt. No? Out 0 will be plus 5 volt. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now in between somewhere here, suppose we have to find out how much time has elapsed. Right? How much time is over, that we have to find out. Then how to do? Right? So here count is what?
So we can use
0036. Right? So it will be now 3599. No? With after 1 second it will be 3599. Then next second it will be 3598. Next second 3597. This way it will keep on decrementing. Hello?
Yes.
This way it will keep on decrementing. No? So how much time has elapsed, that we have to find out. Then what to do? Hello? So
Yes, sir,
in
we
that
can-
case, here you have to see, you have to put 00 over here. Zero over here. So SC0, SC1, this will be 00 because we have to. Now suppose it is count value is decrementing, and suppose it is some arbitrary value XXYY. Right, it has decremented to XXYY. Now during that time, suppose we have to find out how much time has elapsed. So what we have to do? We have to latch it somewhere. So XXYY, you have to latch somewhere, and then it will keep on decrementing. XXYY minus 1, XXYY minus 2, XXYY minus 3. But moment you give the counter latch command, right, this value, current count value, will be latched, and then you can read it. Right? So what will be the counter latch command? This will be 00. And for latching, this has to be 00. 0001. So it will be 01. So in between, suppose we want to find out how much time has elapsed. MVI what? Counter latch command 00 00001. So it is 01. 01H. Out. Where we have to out? In control register of 8253. No? So count value, current count value, which is will be latched. Now you have to read this. So now we have to do what? In. For reading the count value latched, when we are latching the counter 0, it will be latched somewhere. Right? And it is corresponding to counter 0. So now we have to read the counter 0 latched value. So how to read? You have to input. Right? Counter 0 address. So now suppose this is XXYY. So it is 3600 we put no earlier. So YY is the higher byte. So now STA 2400H. So lower byte, which is XX, will be at here in memory location. Then you have to read higher byte in counter 0 address. STA2401H. So at 2401H, you will get what? YY. Now you know original count value was what? 3600H. Right? 3600H. So here you have to subtract YYXX. So BCD subtraction we have done. Right? BCD subtraction we have done now in laboratory. So whatever result will come, QQ, PP will be the time elapsed. Right? Now, this is called reading while counting. Reading while counting. Right? Read on fly. Read on fly. These are the two terms, right, normally used for this feature of 8253 timer. Reading while counting or read on fly. Hello? Is this okay now?
Yes.
Now, can we go for microcontroller? Okay.
Yes.
So, for this, I would like to just get some schematic diagram of 8085 processor. Right. Inside this processor, we have arithmetic logic unit. ALU is there. Right. Registers are there. A, F, B, C, D, E, H, L register are there. Program counter, stack pointer, incrementer, decrementer latch is there. All are of 16-bit now. And these are also of 16-bit. But, right, all are connected with ALU and with this, of course, temporary register. Temporary registers are there. WZ is also there. WZ. One very important register we know, which is instruction register. And it is, here we have decoders, instruction decoder, and machine cycle encoder. This is also there. And with this, it goes to timing and control unit. Timing and control unit. Now, inside this processor, we have control room also. Control room is also there, but it is not shown in the right architecture of 8085 because it's not related to this. It is used for executing the commands, right? And micro instructions are stored in this control room. So it is not in architecture, it is not shown. So inside this processor, right, which is of say 40 pin, right, we have registers, we have arithmetic logic unit, right? We have control room, it is a type of memory is also there, you can say, right? And this A registers are nothing but, you can say it's memory elements only. It is used for storing data, right? Next, we need what? Out of these 40 pins, we need this for sending address. A to A15, AD0, AD7 is used for sending the address, right? Then we need ALE also for demultiplexing this, right? We need what? S0, S1 IO M bar, IO/M bar, read bar, write bar for controlling the read and write operation. Read and write operation in memory as well as IO device. IO device, right? IO device. And we need to have 8255 if hello, connection was lost for a moment, so am I audible once again?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in fact, what is 8255? 8255 is also nothing but a memory type of chip in which memory is little, means not much, only ये क्या है भाई, बार बार कटता है. 3 port registers are there, each of 8 bit, right? Each of 8 bit, and having each bit is externally connected with, means each bit is having a pin also, where we can input or we can take the output, right? This facility is not there in memory. In normal memory chip, RAM and ROM, right, you will have so many registers, but each bit of the register is not going to have the separate pin like this, where you can connect the external signals, right? So that's why you need 8255, right? So 8255 maximum 4 or 5 registers you need, or even 10 registers, you can say 10 registers may be there. Port A, port B, port C, and corresponding buffer registers, control register, and data register, right? Now in 8253, how many registers are there? 316 bit, no? 316 bit. So you can say it's 8 byte. 316 bit means 6 byte, no? 6 byte. One control register. And for latching these 3 counters, another 6. One control register, one data register. So here also 6 plus 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Around 16 to 17 registers are there inside 8253. right? So when we have already, right, control room inside this, and we can create these registers A, B, B, C, D, E, H, L, W, Z, and even this row. So why we cannot have a small memory inside the processor itself, right? So suppose we have this CPU. CPU means all these things: program counter, stack pointer, incrementer, decrementer, some general purpose registers, right? Instruction register, arithmetic logic unit, this instruction decoder and machine cycle encoder. All including this control room is suppose our CPU, central processing unit. So if all these things are say here and all are connected with internal data bus of 8-bit length, right? 8-bit data bus, right? Then we can have a register connected over here, right? And this we can call port 0. Another register we can have, only 4 register we are increasing. Port 1, port 2, port 3, port 3, right? So, and in with these registers, right, you can have separate connection pins. P 0.0, so P 0.7, P 1.0 to P 1.7, right? P 2.0 to P 2.7, P 3.0 to P 3.7. How many? 32 pins you can have directly connected with these registers, port 0, port 1, port 2, each of 8-bit, right? So you will have 4 IO ports. Now for having a timer circuitry, right, what you can have? You can have 2 timers like this: 8-bit, 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 right? So you can have timer 0, you can have timer 1. Only 4, right? 4 registers can be used as timer counter. So 4 registers included. Now this, then we can have this. (128) registers you can have RAM. Then since control room is already there, so why we cannot implement the ROM also? ROM of 2K. So how many pins are over? You can see 32 pins are there. 32 pins. Then you need VCC, you need ground, right? You need reset pin, right? Now you will say where we will write the program, from where this CPU will fetch the instruction and execute them. So your program of 128 byte you can store over here very easily. And around, for a small control application, around say 10 to 12 bytes, 10 to 12 bytes, right, length program will be enough for controlling and monitoring. Very, very simple, right? Very, very simple application. Say you have to input the data, you have to compare it, and based on the result, you have to take some control action by setting +5 volt or 0 volt. So 128 byte RAM is there, 2K ROM is there, right? So now no need to have AD0 to AD7. No need to have ALE, read var, write var, because all these things are inside the chip only. Wait a minute, I'll talk to you. Now I am concluding this meeting, 11 AM, right? And he will discuss 8086. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.